What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Today we're going to continue with the career. Only last episode I had some frame issues. Hopefully I won't have the same issues this time around. I'm using my other program that I record with sometimes, and I'm going to see how it does. The only reason why I don't like using this program is because it throws off my volume levels. So hopefully everything's somewhat decent as far as the volumes go. I've been playing with it. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think, and let's jump into it. Like I said, if you haven't seen the last episode, go check it out. Granted, it's a little choppy. I'm not sure what the issue was with Streamlabs, but it just did not want to record this game properly, and it was causing some issues. My CPU usage was only at like 13%. My graphics card was good as far as, you know, all that goes. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was happening. It did not want to play. I even dropped down my resolution, and it still wasn't. It seems like it's playing a lot better. It's still a little choppy, as you guys can see, but it's definitely more fluid. So right here we have another PC. Looks like we need to clean it up, replace the air cooler, which we do not have because I didn't know which one to get, and then we just got to boot up the PC. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. Let's it looks like the outside's fairly clean. We'll just go ahead and remove this side piece. And we need to get our can of air here and do some cleaning. There we go. Clean the graphics card up. We'll go over this stuff a little bit. Go over the filters, and there we go. Dust is clean. So now replace the air filter, or the air cooler. I'm sorry, the air cooler. So that's the dust filter. So I'm taking it as talking about the CPU cooler. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. It's just a stock one. The best way you can tell if that's the part that you're actually supposed to change is go in and look for the part that you took off, and as you can see, it's broken. It's worth absolutely nothing. So what we're gonna do is back out. We'll pick this one up and we're gonna put it off to the side, and we'll go ahead and order the cooler. Let's see, CPU cooling, and there we go. And this is gonna cost us a whole $10, and after shipping that's gonna be $40. Now we can wait 3 to 5 working days and save us, you know, $20. But I prefer to go ahead and get them done all at the same time as soon as possible, just so we can collect on it and get some more jobs. Because once you accept the jobs, you won't get any more until you complete any. So this one's pretty basic, just remove some viruses. So we'll zoom out, turn this around. It shouldn't take no time at all. One thing I do like about this game is the detail. And then all we gotta do is install our virus program and remove the viruses. Double click. If you guys can hear that, that would be random gunfire going off. somebody is, highly doubt they're hunting. I don't know what they'd be doing this early in the morning, but hey, it's very rare. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, 284. That's not the worst we've seen. In the last video, we had one that had 500 and something infected files, so there we go. And this computer is done. So let's pick this up. I like putting my completed computers over there just so I know, and I always keep the ones that I'm currently working on by the door. We'll go ahead and finish this job. There we go. 200 bucks. And let's see, replace. Okay, so we have another one. Install Sheen Power King 600 or better and run 3D Mark. So we need to buy that for sure. Sheen Power King 600. We'll accept that. And that one needs 16 gigs of RAM. We'll have to go see what the RAM is on it before we can order it. But we'll go ahead and get that power supply. And it is right here. We'll go ahead and place the order just so it's out of the way. Let's go see what kind of RAM we got on this one. Looks like it's just stock. 2 gig. So we're gonna have to take this out. And we'll just see what kind of deal we can get on RAM. Oh, too far. We can buy 2 8 gig sticks for 120. That's gonna be more for those. Let's see. 35. That's gonna be more. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna be about the best deal that we can do. Is 2 of these. So we'll go ahead and place the order for that. Now, like I said, you can save a little bit of money by not doing next day shipping, but I prefer to go ahead, like I said, knock them out, collect what money you get, move on to the next one. The higher you get in rank, the better jobs you'll get. Okay, and we are done for the day because we've got to wait on those parts. And everything will be coming in tomorrow. So let's go ahead and shut down shop for the day. There we go. Now it's the next day. We got everything, all of our parts. Nice. We'll put this RAM in, boot this PC up, and we'll be done with it. There we go. Install memory. We can actually sell this for $7 or we can keep it. Most of the time I'll keep it because you can use them on other jobs. So it's always best, and if the part's broken, sell it for whatever you can. Even if it's $0, you can't really do anything with it that I'm aware of. So I prefer to get rid of them. Now, I'm not saying that later on in the game you can't, but early in the game you can't do anything with broken parts. I'm sure later on you could probably fix some of the stuff, not 100% sure. Alright, and the PC boots up, so like I said, I just like to get the stuff out of the way. The parts that aren't broken, I usually keep them just so I can use them on other people's stuff. Just a way to save a little bit of money. Oh, almost forgot. Almost forgot. Anytime you take the CPU cooler off, you have to put more thermal paste. I forgot. My mind went blank there for a minute. There we go. You can only do it once. You can't do it more than once, so one click, that's it. Add this cooler. Hook the cable back up. There we go. We'll put the side cover back on. There we go. Like I said in the previous video, if you guys like simulators, this is a really, really good simulator. I think it's pretty cool because I know I can tell you parts of a computer all day long, but I've never had the enjoyment of actually building my own, and it is something that I am gonna do for myself this Christmas. So playing this simulator really helps me kind of understand what's going on in a computer, and at a certain point it kind of helps you missing thermal paste. Okay, that was from the owner. Kind of helps you see what you want to do with the computer as well. Now I'm sure the benchmarks and stuff like that aren't really legit because they are some off the wall numbers, but let's see. Yeah, this is our PSU, so that we have to replace. This is the only computer in the game that I have seen where it's backwards. I don't know why. It's kind of crazy to me, but it's kind of annoying as well because you can't turn the computer all the way around. You can only turn them so far. There we go. Man, I hate the way they did this. I think, I don't know. I don't think it was intentional. I think it's still one of them things. Alright, so put all this back in. Oh. Okay. So now we have a power supply that we can use later on as well, because that one's not broken. He was just basically upgrading it. So that'll save us, you know, probably $100 altogether between the power supply and the RAM. I don't think there was anything else. We do have to install our USB with the let's see, yep, there we go. And we'll turn it on. We'll have to boot up the program. There we go. Run. This is where the other workstation comes in, because doing this, you can literally be over there working on a whole nother computer. Okay, that one's in transit, that one's in transit, and this is the only one that we have to worry about. So let's see, apply thermal paste, run 3D mark, replace motherboard. If it needs a new, I think it might be the, okay. I hope you can help my computer stop working the other day and now it will not turn on at all. Please, can you have a look for me? I think it might be the motherboard. If it needs a new one, I know it needs a Skylake socket. So, he thinks it's the motherboard. I've had on my personal game that I played to test it out, I had a client that had a similar issue. They thought it was, you know, something else, and it ended up being a wire wasn't connected. So don't jump on buying parts right off the bat. Wait until you get the PC and then go through it, make sure there's no cables disconnected, make sure that everything's there, and then go from there. And a 3,859, and as you can see, the frames per second suck. That's why I don't think these are legit. But there we go. Computer is ready. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll take this out, and it doesn't really matter where because we don't have anything else to work on. We are done. And look at that, we're already up to $1,553. Let's see. Upgrade to 4 gigs of RAM. Chances are they already have 1 stick of RAM. Now, if this is the same RAM that we already have, we can use that other stick and we won't spend any money whatsoever. So, let's go ahead and end this day. There we go. Now I'm going to, that one's just thermal paste. Okay, let's go see what kind of RAM this one has in it. Hopefully we'll knock this out real quick. It looks like it just from looking through the window. We should be able to just install. Yep, same thing. So we don't even have to spend any money on this one. And that's why you don't sell everything right there. Look at that. As simple as that. Power this bad boy up. We'll run this program real quick. This is the only other thing that I really don't like about the game, is that you have to restart the computer every time you install something. I understand in real life most of the times that's the case, but not all the time, and I don't think that they should have implemented that in this. I think you should, you know, be able to install some stuff without having to waste that extra little bit of time, you know, doing this. Wow, this guy is going to be coming back to us for sure. Look at those frames per second. 5.7. That is horrible. If I had a computer that ran that slow, I would give that thing away to charity. Like, take it to a Goodwill Center or something. That is horrible. 13.6, 13.7. It makes you wonder why they would even want to run a benchmark on something like this. It's not a gaming PC, I can tell you that. Now, as you level up, you unlock more and more computer parts and stuff like that. And it's really cool because most of it's legit. They have GTX cards, they have Asus motherboards, Ryzen, Intel. All these name brand parts are actual parts they use in game, so it's pretty cool. And some of the stuff that you can build is really, really awesome. And that's why I said, earlier about, for me, that was one of the biggest things. Because it gives me a chance to see, gives me an idea of what I can do for the build that I want to do. So let's go in here. We're going to go ahead and collect that, which we had $0 in whatsoever, and we just made 165, so that is awesome. We'll disregard that. Here we go. Can you help me make my PC faster? I need 4 gigs of RAM. It would be good if you could benchmark it afterwards. Chances are it's going to be the same thing that we just had. It's going to be that low end RAM. Oh, it's got a Ryzen build. Ryzen 3 quad core 1200. Nice. Oh, what am I doing? And yes, if you try to put a CPU cooler on the CPU and you turn it on, it will overheat in game. This is a simulator, so it will definitely let you know if you forget to do something. If you get going too fast and you forget to plug the fan up, it will overheat. It will not boot. It will give you a message on screen telling you that you are a dummy and that you forgot something. And I forgot to put in the USB stick. So we're going to do that now, because I don't know if this computer is equipped, and it is not. So now for the first couple of levels for your character or your person or whatever, you get jobs that are repetitive. They're basically the same thing over and over. And once you get past level 3 or on up in level 3, that's when the job starts changing. That's when you start getting more expensive stuff that you have to do, and it gets a little crazy. So I think on my personal game I got up to like 5 or 6, level 5 or 6, and I was doing custom builds already. So, and I messed up because I was buying stuff not knowing what I was supposed to buy, because not being a big PC building person myself, the descriptions that they were giving me weren't enough for me to run off of, so I was just buying stuff randomly, and I was getting further and further in the hole because I was buying so many parts that I was just wasting money. So be careful with that, be mindful of that. Try to use your best judgment. Going with the most expensive part isn't always the way to go. If they give you some sort of hint on what they kind of want, try to go with minimal specs to save money just in case. If they say they want to upgrade their CPU, go the next step up. Do not go buy an, i9 or anything crazy if they only have an i3. Alright, so there we go. This computer's done. We are just flying through these computers, which is fine by me. Go back into our email, go ahead and disregard that. And there's our next one, missing thermal paste. Okay. Like I said, that build was from the previous owner. In the first video, the owner leaves us the emails, pretty much saying that he forgets to put thermal paste on some of the computers that he works on, and that's what that was. So here's the fun part. This is probably going to be the last job that we'll do for the video, just because it's probably going to take us a minute. So let's see what the computer does. The first thing I like to do is switch over to cables, just to make sure, because if there's any cables disconnected, they will highlight. Actually, we want to go to remove. Take this back panel off, and I'm not seeing anything highlighted. The RAM should not be like that, but we're gonna hook up all the cables, see what it does, see what kind of boot error we get on screen, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're not getting any power. That makes me believe that it might be that bad boy down there. So let's remove this. We're going to remove all the cables, and I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try using one of our used power supplies. Now that's a 300, but in theory must reinstall the customer's part. Okay. So maybe it isn't the power supply. I guess it is the motherboard. That's interesting. Take all this out. We'll have to disconnect all these wires. Now another thing is, even if you're replacing the motherboard with a identical motherboard, most of the time it'll make you, you gotta take the standoffs out. I don't understand that neither. I wouldn't think that's necessary, but Martoni Z170 MTech. Okay, that's what we need to buy. So $100. It is a Skylake, so we'll order that, and there we go. Let's see what we got coming up. we'll have another PC, and then our part will be in when we come back. So we're gonna call it a video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got some builds or some repairs done. That's our personal little computer down there. You can work on it if you want to. I don't think there's a reason to upgrade. We'll pick it up. Let's check it out real quick. It's just a basic little desktop PC, really. Looks a little dusty. I guess that's just a card. We can upgrade it. We can do whatever we want to this one. It's ours. And when you get done with it, you just put it back down there and it's working. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like it, comment down below, let me know. We'll do some more episodes on it. We'll get into some custom builds. Maybe we'll go into sandbox mode and play around with it a little bit and check everything out. Also, let me know how the volumes are doing. Like I said, I don't like using this recording software most of the time because it throws off the volumes on my mic and my output. So let me know about that as well. I hope you guys tune in tomorrow for some more content. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, we've got some new content coming out. I'll be doing some Black Ops 4 next week. I will be doing a live stream on Fallout 76 as well as a couple of videos, and we will be doing Red Dead Redemption 2. I just got notice that 7 Days to Die Alpha 17 will be coming out pretty soon. There were some lucky streamers and YouTubers that got early experimental access to it. They've been doing some videos on that, so hopefully that'll get released pretty soon. I've been waiting for a long time for Alpha 17, and I really want to try it out. As always, I appreciate all the support, guys. I hope you guys keep watching the videos, and until next time, you guys keep gaming, and I'll see you on the next one.